normal person where she could, I mean, I can't imagine being able to read my husband's mind. I would have killed him by now. Can she be happy married to someone that she can read her mind all the time?
Okay, the reference was that I had said Suki won't become a vampire. And she won't. Because that was the one thing I saw clearly from the beginning of the series, that would be a mean thing to do with her. She couldn't ever sunbathe again. So she wants to know about the chances of Suki marrying a regular human. You know,
because it bothers her.
It would bother her naturally. Think about it for a minute. Yeah.
I would hate to be dead.
So I think you're just going to have to wait and see on that. I'm sorry. I know. I just don't want to give anything big away. Yes. Is there something mysterious in the attic? We're going in the attic in the next book. After all this conjecture about the attic, I felt like I had to go in. Yes.
Do you think we're going to see you at all guest star on Blood?
Well, you know, I've already been in True Blood. But that took so much to arrange to have a scene where I could be in. I didn't want to be in the orgy scene. So it was really hard to find the scene I could reasonably be in at a time I could be there. It was really more difficult to arrange than I ever imagined. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe is the big answer on that. My middle son has been in twice. Are there going to be any more Lily Bard books? No, probably not. Because I just don't have the time, and I felt like I had done justice to her character, and anything else I could do would kind of dilute her. So probably not. Yes. What do I think about Alan Ball's adaptation of True Blood? You know, I love it, and I would be a fool to hate it because it has done my sales so much good. I am really fond of Alan personally, and I think he's a genius. So I'm always excited about seeing what he's doing. Let me just ask you a question here. Has my son gotten here yet? Patrick, are you here? Well, I'm so disappointed. He's single and I wanted to cry.
I'd like to defer to the pregnant lady.
Okay.
The pregnant lady wants a stripper pole scene with Eric and is curious.
I don't think Eric would have any problem with this. And actually, I don't think Alexander would either. He's a lot of fun. He's really is. He's a lot of fun. Yeah. Will we get to see Hunter develop more? Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay. Over here, anybody?
I'm wondering, are you gonna write some books? Are you gonna write any more like in the actual books about Quinn?
Yes. Am I going to write any more in the actual books about Quinn? Well, he features really largely in the novella, but I haven't planned on bringing him into the next book right now. I haven't seen the need for it. That's not to say I won't. Yes.
Sorry I bumped into you, by the way.
That's okay.
Really fun. Okay, so evil redhead that tries, well, you know who I'm talking about from the, do you think she's ever going to come back to the good side, or is she going to stay at the dark side?
Are you talking about Arlene?
Yeah.
Well, Arlene's in jail, so she's kind of out of the picture right now.
She's going to stay out of the picture?
Yeah, she's going to stay out of the picture, at least for the foreseeable. Yes. Why did I pick Northwest Louisiana? Because nobody else wanted it. I thought that would make it a good candidate. I could take it and rearrange it on my own. Yes.
I'm going to let my son ask you the question because he loves you so
maybe not. I think there's obviously some genetic combination that produces that, but I'm not going to give a complete background on it in the next book, and that's about all I can promise. Yes.
My interpretation of the second-class citizenship and the fear of vampires and their coming out was very much parallel with the coming out days, and
Yeah.
I wondered if that had been your intention.
That had been my intention.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yes.
Which of Suki's many loves was your favorite to write about?
Which of Suki's loves is my favorite to write about? Frankly, that's like asking me which baby is my favorite. I've got 3 and they're all equally wonderful. So, you know, it's just hard for me to pick. They all came out of here, you know, so there are good things and bad things about all of them.
Is there anyone particular in your life that you modeled St. Garrett after?
You know, no, a lot of people would like to think so. Yes. Did I have any influence in the casting? Alan sent me quite a few pictures when he was in the process of casting, but not so I would say, oh, I think this one looks right, or oh, I think that one looks right. It was more informational because he, after all, is the TV expert, and I am not. On the other hand, he doesn't tell me how to write books. So, you know, we have a laissez-faire attitude. Yes, sir.
I'm dyslexic, so I read, or I listen to the books on the audiobooks.
Uh-huh.
How much influence do you have when they produce the audiobooks?
Do you mean, in what way do I pick the performer?
Well, or do you tell her how differently you read it?
No, because she's a professional at what she does. That having been said, I think Johanna Parker does a really, really good job. And they do consult me about name pronunciation.
Right.
So I'm lucky in that. And every now and then they'll ask me for an explanation. Yes.
Thank you for writing. Sorry, characters that are.
You're so welcome.
They're strong and they're rich and they're empowered people.
Oh, thank you. I'm feeling really good.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do you say to, when the writers suggest that these characters are feminists, like Suki or Herbert, feminist role models?
I say hell yes, they're everybody's got strong points and weak points, but I don't write someone that I can't live with, and I live with strong people. That's the way I feel. Yes.
I may not have, this question may have been answered already, but I didn't hear it. I noticed that you're introducing more and more of the culture of the Fae in your City Stackhouse series now. Are you going to start writing a little bit more about them and bring their culture into her life personally?
She wants to know about explaining more about the culture of the Fae. Well, they kind of seal themselves off now into their own world. But there are going to be overtures between one world and another in the next book.
Will they ever return?
You know, I had a good answer for that, but I'm going to bypass it because it's maybe, yeah. Because they're fun to write because they're so divorced from our cultural references. That's always really interesting. Yes, ma'am.